bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.
Race number 3, there's some quality to speak about here, and this is where the big one will begin. It will be the start of the Pick 6. Get your bets on by 13:40, 20-2. It's a graduation plate over 1,400 meters, and let's have a look at the field. And this field of 7 runners that will go to post here. And Kev, I just want to spend some time on this horse called Never Ending Rain from the Glen Cotson stable, and it's clear to see that they've kept him in the best company against his generation in all the 3-year-old features. The Concord Cup is a Group 2, the World Sports Betting Guineas, the Politician Stakes, the Cape Derby, the Bailey Turk was his first run here in KZN. And if you look at the horses that he's bumped, Pomp and Power now tops bookmakers' boards in the Hollywood Bets Durban July. Double Superlative is one of the more fancied runners in the Daily News and the Durban July, Hollywood Bets Durban July. Universal is no slouch, so is Waterbury Lane. And then you have a look at that rating. They pushed him up from an 88 to 100 for finishing 4th in that Concord Stakes behind Pomp and Power. And then he's since actually increased his rating to a 105 after his Guineas run. Now, I looked up these horses that have finished in front of him, Kev, just to try and get an assessment where he is at a 104 or is he overrated. I think it's fair for him to be at that rating, because if you consider horses like, Double Superlative is now a 125, Kev. Pomp and Power is a 118. Universal's a 113. Even a horse like Cosmic Highway, who finished in front of him in that Concord Cup, he's a 110. Good Traveller is a 116. So we know that running places, and you've been there and done that as a jockey as well, running places in these feature races can sometimes break a horse's career for trying to win again. It takes them a long time, because how do you place them? You have to start racing them in feature company because of their rating. But when a race like this comes along, it's a graduation plate for 1- and 2-time winners, then you have a chance of notching up that next career win. So I'm going to say that at the weights, I'm in agreement with the handicapper that he's the right horse in the field.
On paper, he's the right horse, Steve. You've hit the nail on the head here now. They must have thought something really special of this horse, because they've run him in all those 3-year-old races. They've had a go at the Guineas, and they thought, maybe it's just a bit on the sharp side. Let's go the Derby. And unfortunately, or fortunately, he has run 1 or 2 places which has bumped him up. And you hit the nail on the head, it can stop. Russian Rock is a perfect example. Won the Guineas, 33-1, beautiful. Leaded in, everybody else. They pushed his merit rating out, take a year, virtually, to bring him back down again. And not bring him back down, just running. And it's a long process. It can destroy a horse. This guy, I think, Glenn has found the right race for this horse. Graduation, as you said, 1- and 2-time winners. Perfect. 104 with 57. He's getting weight from some of the other horses with a rating of 101.
Correct.
So, on paper, the way the handicap and the merit rating works, he looks the right horse. For me, he could be the banker. Definitely a banker in the PA. I would say to them, without a doubt, banker in the PA. And you could even maybe banker him in the Pick 6.
Now, we have to touch on 2 very interesting horses here, because we worked the last time Silvano's Timer came to the track, and you were waxing lyrical about his looks, and if he doesn't need it, he's one to follow in his next few runs. That last start, what you made of it that day, Kev? He ran to a point and he flattened out.
100%. He needed the run. I know he needed the run, but maybe it looked like he might have needed it a little bit more than they thought. So, being a good-looking animal he is. And 9.5, nearly 10 lengths behind him. A bit far back for me, these. I'd like to see 5.5, 6 lengths, the improvement of 3 or 4 lengths, then he's right on top of them. But I think there's very big improvements to come. He's got the 59.5, so he's got to give a bit of weight to the number 1. Big improvement needed to turn around in this race.
And the stable companion now, he is a horse that's, he started off his career with a bang, for Dean to run him at his second start in the gold medallion, just his second start. And then obviously something's gone wrong with him. And he just fits the profile like Silvano's timer, who was off for like one year, 4 months, and he's coming off for nearly a year's absence. So,
Correct.
you know, both these horses seem to have issues.
They both got issues. They seem to both have problems. But looking at the jockey preference, Keegan's gone for Gimme a Prince. So I think out of the two, I would prefer to be with Gimme a Prince.
I think that's the telltale sign.
Yeah.
I think you hit it spot on there, Kev, because when I took down the betting prior to coming to do the show, they got Gimme a Prince at 2-1.
Yeah, correct.
So bookmakers, you know, they're taking no chances, and they got Never Ending Rain at 18-10. There's not much at separating those two.
They're going to wait for the money, see where the money comes for them, because money never lies. It's the one that shortens. It looks like that might be the interesting one of the day. So wait for tomorrow. Have a look at your betting.
My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.